Wow, time really is flying. It's already June. We're well into June and we're in the middle of the growing season of our cacti and other succulent plants here on the Northern Hemisphere. In today's video, I'd like to give you an update, a June update of my cactus and other succulent plant collection in my greenhouse. Also in today's video, I'll show you the centerpiece of my little cactus greenhouse. It's a mini landscape, a combination of succulent plants and decorative rocks. And that little mini cactus garden I've planted out on one of my display tables. Stay tuned, we'll take a look in a moment. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, welcome back to my greenhouse. My name is Joe. In today's video, I'd like to give you a little June update, an update with a little tour of the cactus and succulent collection in my greenhouse, and I'd like to just give you a little bit of an overview of what actually is currently happening. There's loads and loads of beautiful flowers and blooming cacti and other succulents currently. So just join me in my June tour of the collection and the greenhouse. And despite a relatively cool start to the growing season, we're now really picking up with temperatures, with sunshine, and the plants are just doing really well now. Lots of blooms, lots of growth, and it's just a pleasure to see all the plants growing. Right, welcome. Please come in. So here we are in the main part of the greenhouse. It's the cactus compartment, if you like. And down here, I'll come back to this in a moment. You know, I've got my display of plants, of cacti and other succulent plants that are growing in this open bed, which is actually planted, if you like. These are all planted on a table. You can see this here is the actual aluminium table, and it's got the substrate and the different rocks, among which I've got various types of cacti, aloes, agaves, haworthias, etc. growing. And you know, you can just see for yourselves, it's a nice mix of cacti and other succulents. And what I've done here is I've basically got the plants that prefer the sunnier locations during the day. I've got those planted out here in front, and then below the first level of plants above that, I've got, you know, a little microclimate that is slightly less sunny. So there's maybe 2 or 3 hours of sunshine in the morning, and then apart from that, it's relatively free of direct sun, still quite bright. And I've got, you know, various succulent plants growing here, which you know, Gasterias. I've got the elephant's foot growing here, and Haworthias, aloes, etc. Let me just show you as well. There's some crassula growing, some Echeveria, nicely blooming Echeveria here, and yeah, there's some senecios growing, for example, on this little hanging pot. And then over here, there's various types of aloe, but also there's agave, the Victoria reginae here. Then I've got a couple of Cereuses here. These are, you can see, slightly taller growing cacti. Cactus straussii. There's also Trichocereus. So above this main cactus rock bed, I've got the first level, if you like, of cacti here in the evening sun, including Reboutsias, but here there's my Copiapoa collection, and then followed by my Coryphanthas. These are all Coryphanthas, and then also a whole bunch of Mammillarias that are growing here in the evening sun. And if I step back a little bit, you'll also see that these are the arms, and there's some buds developing there. These are the arms of my monkey tail cactus hanging up there growing in a hanging pot, and you know, relatively high up in the greenhouse, because this plant really enjoys a sunny, warm location and really needs that to develop the flowers. Up here I've also got Cereus vastrophytums. There's my Matucanas and Areoceces. So these are, you know, what are also in the past called Neochilenias, Neoporterias. Then I've got a series of Maiwanias and other opuntoid cacti. So that's the next level up to that first shelf. So basically 2 shelving levels above my table level, where I've got the main cactus rock bed. Then if I swing across, I've got, you can see here, my Echinocactus gruzonis, and there's a couple of euphorbias growing here, and let's just take a look at a few more Cereuses. And aren't these beautiful? In the evening sun, the golden barrel cactus, you can see where this cactus has its name from. And there's some nice agaves and some larger ferocacti. This is a Ferocactus glaucescens, and actually there's another glaucescens I have over here. It's the, don't know if you can see that. This one was in beautiful full bloom earlier in the month, and this is a Ferocactus glaucesens forma nudum, so without the spines that the normal, let me just swing back across again to the normal Ferocactus glaucesens, just in comparison there for you. And actually, while we're talking of, you know, these spineless forms, there's the spineless form of the Echinocactus gruzoni, the forma inermis. There you go. And just zooming back again to the normal form with the golden spines, Echinocactus gruzoni. There's, by the way, also a Echinocactus gruzoni with a white colored set of spines. And here's back again to the normal golden spined version. So as I said, there's a couple of larger Ferocacti here, and there's another one at the back. There's a mini saguaro here. So this is a Carnegie gigantea, which is maybe about 40-50 centimeters high now. And they were growing in the past not in the best location, so they're a little etiolated, so thinner towards the base, but then you can see that once they were put into a nice sunny location, they started to recover, if you like, from that previous slightly darker location, and they've now got just wonderful spines. And yeah, there you go. Now, on the first shelf on this side here, I've got my Lophophora collection, and also there's Asteciums, there's the Ariocarpuses, the Fissuratus. You can see those in a separate video that I have on my channel. There's Obrigonias, Geohintonias. There's various quite rare and beautiful cacti originating from, these are Mexican species mainly, also Southwest USA. There's a nice older Leuchtenbergia principis, actually 3 plants in one pot over at the back there. And then I've got a part of my Thelocactus collection here. And these, of course, there's some Echinocereus there at the back, you can see. One of them actually with a whole set of buds and first flower opening up. So that's one of the shelves. Oh yeah, and then one level higher, I've got my Ferocacti collection. So there's a bunch of Ferocacti. And if I swing across while we're in this part of the greenhouse, I'll just swing up here to where my bats are hanging, and they're waiting for the evening to become more active in the greenhouse. And up here I've also got my Stenocacti, so the Echinocactus collection, and next to them I've got my Turbinicarpus collection. So these are all Turbinicarpus cacti, which of course have wonderful, wonderful blooms. Now if I swing around over here, I've got a series of Crested and Monstros cacti. This is my little collection of really weird and wonderful cacti, the Crested and Monstros beauties. Got a few more over here. There's some Thelocacti that I've taken down to photograph because they were in full bloom a few days ago, so I've got them down here. Here's some of my Crested, the other Crested cacti. Right, now if I swing across to the main cactus bed, I've got, well, I hope you enjoyed that little tour through my collection, through my greenhouse. And if you did, then why not just click the like button, send me a comment if you like, and if you haven't yet subscribed and you would like to, then please hit the subscribe button. I would recommend you actually also hit the bell icon next to the subscribe button, because that will actually also give you automatic notifications every time there's a new video uploaded to the channel. So thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for your time. Stay safe. Take care. Hope to see you very soon again. And as always, happy growing.